point now. But I really would like to thank the institution here for hosting this event. And my host is Professor Bhatt from the university, retired from the university, and it's been wonderful to meet him. And Professor Rodriguez has organized this amazing conference. And of course, Dr. Manoharachari, it's wonderful to meet you at last. And so coming to India, it's a kind of dream, and it's like many dreams, you never expect them to come true. And so it feels very different for me. So I was asked to speak about a topic that would be of interest to a general audience. And I was also asked to try to be positive about things. This quote from Albert Einstein, it might surprise you, those of you who aren't scientists, it might surprise you to know that scientists actually do have heroes. And for many people, Albert Einstein was a hero, not just for science, not just for scientists, because of his intellect, but also because of his pacifism and his humanity. And I would like to dedicate this talk to Professor C.V. Subramanian. When I was a graduate student in Canada, there were about 6 eminent scientists in the field that I wanted to work in, and one of them was Professor Subramanian. And I'm very sorry that he's not here today to hear this presentation, but he's not here for personal reasons. But I hope that he would approve of this quote from Albert Einstein about the relationship between the mysterious, art, and science. And I wanted to give you a little piece of my personality through the personality of the president of the Indian Mycological Society. He said this yesterday: "The beauty of the fungal world is so large, so interesting, and so amusing." And if you have any question about whether I'm joking or not about something, I'm probably joking. I've got lots of little stories for you that I want to tell today. So, because I was asked to speak about the wonderful world of fungi, but I really can't just speak about positive things. Like so many things in life, the fungi have the dark side and they have the good side. There's the duality of life, the duality of nature is present in the fungi, just as it's present in all of our cultures in the East and the cultures in the West. We have to face that this is part of life. So we're going to look at some of these wonderful microfungi and ask questions about how they're good for our food and how they're bad for our food. We'll look at how they cause disease and how they can be used to cure disease. So we'll see this dual nature as we go through the talk. Now the mandala on the bottom, this was published about 2 or 3 weeks ago on PLOS ONE, and this is a graphical representation of all the life on Earth that's known right now. And you can't really read it, but the bottom third, bottom quarter, that's where the fungi go, and they're actually closer to the animals than they are to the plants. This is my house. So 2 days ago, this is where 3 days ago, everything is a blur. I started out here, and there's something very unusual about my house. And I know you're thinking it's the snow. It was, when I left home, it was 12 degrees Celsius, so a normal autumn right now, and we won't see the snow probably for 6 or 8 weeks. And in the summertime, it's very much like it is here. It goes, well, not that hot, but it's like 30 degrees, it's humid. And it's not even that the house is made of logs. That's very unusual even in Canada. What's unusual about this house is that it's the first house that had all of its fungi examined by a new technology called next generation sequencing. And So we went into my house because there's a lot of dust, and we gathered up the dust, and we were just using, we were just doing this to develop methods, and we never published this. But so in my house, apparently, there are 600 fungal species, and this is a surprising number for some people, and some people think it should be higher. You know, when you see the amount of dust. We have a dog, and he brings a lot of dust in. But we don't know what they all are. You know, when we have these sequences and we try to identify them, there's fungi that are unknown to man in my house, just like there are bacteria unknown to man on all of our bodies, right? So that's a small fragment. So on planet Earth, there's somewhere between 1.5 and 15 million fungi. And we know, science knows, less than 100,000 of them. And so we're missing millions of fungi, no matter how we count. And Professor Manoharachi yesterday said that 30% of the known fungi are also known in India. So that could mean that 30% of the unknown fungi are also living here in India, waiting to be discovered. That's quite exciting to think about. So, you all know about Google Earth, and so what happened to me was that I retraced the path of my grandfather, who came to Canada in about 1910 from Germany. I did it in 7.5 hours. He probably took 7 months to do it. And then I took off from Frankfurt again, and I flew across the Arabian Peninsula, and I looked out the window and I thought, there's got to be fungal spores out there following me along, until we ended up here just now. So you all know about Google Earth. Wouldn't it be cool if Google Earth didn't stop at 1,000 feet and you could just keep going down into a smaller world? I want you to play a role-playing game and imagine that you are a fungus. You are a microorganism, and you're shrinking right now, and you're 2,000 times smaller than you are right now. And all of these fungi are growing up around you like trees. There are spores floating through the air like balloons. And this is your world now. It's a very strange place. It's nothing like the world that you see with the bodies you have. Your body is very different now. Your body is made of tubes. Everything in fungi starts with tubes. The only way you can grow is at the end of the tube. So it's like you have your arm, and you just reach out and it just keeps on going. Sometimes it branches. The way you eat is through the end of your arm. You don't have a mouth, you don't have eyes, you don't have a brain. All you've got is something that grows out into the soil or into the water or wherever it is you live. It's a very strange way to think about the world, but that's the way it is for them. So if they want to go somewhere, they grow out like this and they leave their body behind. If they've got a generous growing point that sends nutrients back, that body can live for a long time. It can live for hundreds of years. But if you get too big, you can't support your old body, and your body just dies from the middle out, and then you are a ring of tubes growing out through the soil. Put all of these things together, so here's your body, and it's just growing through the soil now. So this is a culture that's growing over agar in a time-lapse video, and so this is your world now. You're just going along this way. Fungi have if you're lucky, you get picked up by a mycologist, and they take one of your spores or one of your cells and they put it on an agar petri dish, agar in a petri dish, and you turn into the culture like this. And this is a kind of immortality for you, because if you're lucky and you get yourself into a culture collection, they'll preserve you and you can just live forever. You know, they'll just keep transferring you and you'll grow on as a new fungus. But to to be honest, that's pretty boring. Who wants to live their whole life in a dish? Sometimes